Three, two, one. Welcome to the new normal, where we connect with UAE nationals from different walks of life to talk about their career journeys. My name is Danish, and our guest today is a Zayed University graduate with a degree in visual communications. She began her career as a radio presenter for her own radio program, The Taim Show. Today, she is an internet filmmaker, a vlogger, a celebrity interviewer, and an entrepreneur, and has her own network called Taim AlFalasi Network. On the social media front, she has 2.8 million followers on Instagram and 100,000 followers on Twitter. Please join me in welcoming Taim AlFalasi.
Hi.
Welcome, Taim.
Hello.
Hi, all. Thank you for having me.
Great. Taim, I'm also joined by Haifa Al-Badr and Nicola, who will be asking our questions today.
Sure.
So thank you for joining us. And my first question for you is, what would you say is the biggest factor in your success today?
Actually, I think me being very genuine, when I started 100%, maybe now because a lot of brands and branding and advertisements came in, maybe the followers have been seeing less part of that, and maybe they are seeing some advertisements. But what actually pushed me at the beginning was me being true to myself, and actually it was just sharing my life and sharing my experiences and sharing my travel trips with people. So I think because I was very to them was normal, that actually helped a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, genuineness.
Exactly.
Okay. So do you think that your education or your academic background helped you with being in social media?
It did, but I would say the biggest as well, the biggest, let's say, the passion played a very big role, because I loved media. Now it has like this new media and social media, but I loved media since I was like 8 years old. I was writing shows and presenting it in front of the mirror, so it was inside me to talk, to express. Yeah, and I think like everyone was struggling, and and everyone until now is struggling. What do they want to study? What career they want to, what path they want to pass through? But for me, it was like, since I was a kid, it was very clear. I really didn't I don't remember me actually thinking, what do I want to do, or what career, or what subject I want to study. It was directly media. So for me, it was it helped a lot, but big part of it was the passion that I have for media.
Oh, that's fabulous. So leading on from that, could you tell us about some of the habits that you formed? So I have to keep my hands still. That you have formed that have helped you since you started on your career journey.
What type of habits you're like what type of habits?
What type of habits? You have routine, you have process, you have strategy.
Okay, I get you now. Okay.
All right.
I just heard the word that I hate, which is routine. It's actually I actually get bored really easily, and it is something good and it's something really bad. It's good because my mind never stops thinking of new ideas, and it's not just my mind. When I think about things, I want to do it right now, and this thing actually keeps me away a lot from routine. So I don't like a desk and a chair to actually do my work. I like the work where I can explore and run and like meet new people. So I'm the biggest habit maybe for me was trying my best to be consistent on delivering and creating content, rather than just being in a very routine, like even on my YouTube or even on my radio show when I started like 6-7 years ago. I didn't have a timing where like this episode would be aired at that time, because I'm not that person who would tell you I'll do it at that time and I'll do it. No, like there are a lot of things that get changed depending on me always wanting to do something new and changing things, because having things at the same formula, it's actually I get bored easily.
I identify with that completely. And routine can be good, especially now. But routine drives me nuts as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next question is, could you tell us, which you have a little bit, could you tell us about a situation that seemed overwhelming and how you tackled it and then overcame it?
When it comes to my career, you mean?
Whichever way you want to take it, whichever way your passion drives the question.
I see. I do remember this situation. It might not be that very big, overwhelming, but if I remembered something, I'll share. But for now, I'll share that because I remember it. I've always had this, not to say problem, but issue. No, that's the same. I always had this challenge where I actually I get mothers coming to me and fathers and telling me, you are responsible, because all the Z generation is actually watching me and getting influenced by whatever I do. If it was wrong, it was right, if whatever it was. And so mothers and fathers always like look at me like, you're responsible, please be aware. Like I always had this kind of responsibility where I think twice before posting. I think like even 10 times before creating content. But actually the situation, what happened was very nice. I was in a meet and greet in Saudi Arabia, and like there are a lot of my Saudi Arabia followers coming and greeting, taking pictures and stuff. And from like really far, I see not a mother. Like if you could see, she's a mother. She was coming towards me and she was in tears actually. And she approached me. I actually didn't understand what was happening at that time, because I thought, no, she cannot be a fan and she's like excited to see me. There is another scenario behind it. So once she approached, she said, all my kids now are studying for their exam tomorrow, but I made sure to come to you and tell you how influential you are to my kids, and I just came here to thank you. And it was for me like, yeah, I got that responsibility right. So yes, I'm doing things right, because for a mother to come to me and say that she's let's say I'm influencing her kids into good things and into like achieve their dreams, their goals and stuff like that, was to me very something that I would not forget. And this was 6 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
That's very powerful. That's very powerful. I'm going to give you back to Haifa.
Yeah,
Okay,
so,
Haifa.
what is the most unconventional piece of wisdom that you've received? So something that people don't usually tell you, but maybe something that would be good for our viewers to know about pursuing your passion in your career.
Let me put it in a different way. I would say this thing that, yes, they do actually tell you. Okay, I won't say that they don't tell you, but it will happen. They actually tell you, but you don't take it seriously. It's my biggest struggle until like this day, and at this time, it is one of my biggest struggles, and it is consistency. As I was speaking about routine and speaking about me loving to try something else, like today I'll be interested in this, tomorrow I really don't care about it at all. So I have this in me. But so for that in social media, and it's social media is like changing every day. And like when I started, it was literally just me as a female in the region, and boom, like now it's like millions of people around the world as well.
Yep.
So for me, being consistent was my struggle. So um, I think if people tell you be consistent in work, it is something really important, because I tried and I failed in that. Once I leave something, like let's just take a break for a day, or a break for 2 days, and then coming back to social media, actually people um, it is less interactive even in yourself. Because I remember I was bored, to be honest. I was bored of the social media, and I said like, خلاص, let's just step back. Maybe I have to reset what I have in my mind and see actually what it is. Because even when you're passionate about something, this is I'll tell you truly about that. Even if you're 100% passionate about something, you might actually think, okay, it's enough. I'm enough with it. It happens, and everything have ups and downs. But stand up again is, when it comes to social media, maybe not other career job, but especially social media, because it depends a lot in audience. So if you are not consistent enough with the content, so you are not posting daily, you are not giving them what they want when they want it, you actually lose a lot of interactions. And I had a lot of ups and downs with this 6-7 years, which actually I would say that it affected it a lot. So I might be in even a better position if I was truly consistent. I reckon.
That's really interesting, because you're staying consistent with the passion, but not consistent in the timing, which comes back to the routine challenge.
Exactly.
Very interesting. Thank you. That's a really great insight.
Sorry. And in social media, you have people posting every day, and there's something new every day in the feed. So as long as you're not there, like, and you're not consistent, like she says, then people forget.
Exactly.
So, no, but you know what? You have a very large following. I don't think anybody could forget Taim.
Inshallah.
If you could start over again, would you? And would you do anything differently?
Not really. No, I've thought about this. Nothing differently would I do. Actually, I think that I don't want to say I got lucky, but it was the right time for me to actually start in social media, especially the visual media, because I wasn't very confident about my appearance at that time. So I used the radio, I used the magazine. I had this passion, I wanted to use it. So I did an online radio show, which wasn't actually something that is like an assignment or something from the university, but I wanted to do it because I just loved sharing, talking, creating content, writing. So I think I just did I think in the right time. So I don't think I want to start over differently. I think that it was, alhamdulillah, good.
Great, alhamdulillah.
Al-Karim.
Great answer. So, Taim, since we are a exclusive UAE national talent platform, in these extraordinary times, how would you suggest UAE national job seekers find their way forwards? So if you can give us 3 tips or 3 ideas for UAE nationals to find their way forwards.
I would say within all the negativity news we're getting, and we're becoming more, let's say, we actually don't know where is this going. So that's the biggest challenge. You don't know where is this going. So even planning what you want to do is like, okay, if I planned I want to do that, and I want to open a shop, or I want to be in that position or that, but when is it happening? The timing is the biggest factor. Before, like, it's like it was a blessing. Like We had the time, yeah, I'll do that and do that. And the life was normal. Now it's not normal, but now is an opportunity if you see it from a different way. So it's an opportunity to learn new things. Like we're in 2020, with everything what's going on, there are like million of tools where you can learn a new language, practice a language that you are weak in, even take online courses, maybe start cooking, maybe start bonding more with your family. I think for all those people, especially if you are people who are seeking jobs, the UAE nationals or whoever seeking jobs now, I think for you to get into a job later, inshallah, when the situation is better,
Inshallah.
is this timing for you is to actually have the best, let's say, skills you can develop in that. So the CV you were thinking to submit could actually have new lines and have new skills and have, just because of this timing, you can seize the opportunity.
Yep,
Definitely.
that's a great
Big
idea.
opportunity. Big opportunity.
Okay, great.
You have to turn your mindset round as well.
Exactly.
Taim, do you have any questions for us?
Questions for you guys. I want to know more about you. I actually have like the idea of the website, but if you can just tell me more, I'm interested.
Sure, I'll give you a quick overview. The concept for Jobs for Nationals came about in early 2016. At that time, there wasn't an exclusive, dedicated talent platform where only employers and UAE national talent could meet. And this was the beginnings of building and creating that marketplace to connect the two parties. We wanted to make sure that this was without disruption, that when employers were posting their career opportunities or were building their followers, that only UAE nationals were able to apply and only UAE nationals could follow those employers. So that was the concept. And for UAE national job seekers, whether they are fresh grads or they're seasoned professionals, this platform provides them the information, the content, which will help them create better career opportunities, develop their skills, and most importantly, they know that when they come to JobsForNationals.com, everything is related to Emiratization. Everything is built around UAE national talent across all 7 Emirates. So we're connecting UAE national talent across the 7 Emirates. And yep, that's the goal, and that's what we do day in and day out.
I see. That's brilliant.
Can I just add something there?
Yep, sure.
It's awesome. But the big thing as well is I've been here since 1995 in Abu Dhabi, and then I moved to Ras Al Khaimah in 2013. And I've always worked with nationals, federal government, local government, etc. But one of the things that I love so much about Jobs for Nationals is there's an expectation that the job seekers will take some responsibility themselves for their job search. It's not just on others. It's encouraging people to take some responsibility. As you described earlier, people said to you, you have a responsibility. So we have responsibility as individuals. Emiratis have responsibility as individuals. And everybody else out there, the employers, federal, local, private sector, international, they have a responsibility to contribute and put something back into United Arab Emirates. So
that's right. And Taim, most importantly, we're not a recruitment agency. We are a digital marketing platform. We do employer branding, recruitment marketing. We connect talents to employers socially. And before, starting this year, we were doing it physically as well through university career fairs and, on-site participations and representing some of the biggest companies, during those career fairs. So yeah,
Like, do you have a list of companies that are listed with your website? Like,
yes,
how many companies?
we've got 100+ companies on the platform, and they're some of the biggest brands there. I mean, if you go on the website and if you go to the job seeker tab and click the featured companies, you'll be able to see all the companies, and you can, see the companies.
Danish, tell Taim who signed up. Was it yesterday or the day before? The commodities and the health.
Yeah, so
company.
the DMCC has signed up. IBM has signed up. There's, like I said, 100+ companies that are on the platform, including RMX, so it's a mixed bag of multinationals and locals. The platform is open to any type of companies, so we don't differentiate. But yep.
One positive thing, this young lady here, Haifa Al-Badra, ask her how she came to be involved with Jobs for Nationals.
Actually, I'm searching for a job.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for a job because, like, I've been kind of, on hiatus for a couple of years. So I was doing research at how I could better myself, and, like, maybe that I should take a look at me, maybe at my skills, or maybe I fit better into a different career. So I was like, okay, let's do like a personality aptitude test kind of thing. So I was looking on the internet and I found Prism, which Nicola does. So it tests your behaviors. That's right? It tests your behaviors and not
it doesn't test them.
It's not a personality test, right?
Yeah.
So I did the test, and, like, marketing, it's still marketing. So I was really happy about that. And then I joined the team as a marketing experience. And we, as you said, we saw this as an opportunity at this time, since that there aren't many people going or have busy schedules, that we could contact Emiratis who are such as yourself, and we started the series.
That's great.
Yep.
And you are our opener.
Exactly. And Nicola heads the academy side of Jobs for Nationals.
I wasn't going to talk about me.
No.
Why not? Everybody talks about themselves. Now it's your turn.
Exactly. So
the Prism brain mapping is really important because it fits with everything that we're doing. It's about you talked about your preferred behaviors, where your passion was. And what we're looking at is trying to encourage people to work towards their passion and what they love to do, because they're going to be more successful. And we don't go for weaknesses. We talk about least preferred behavior. So it's neurosciences. It's not psychometrics. And if you're interested, I'm sure we can support you on completing the profile link, because it's not a right or wrong. It's a link, and it's about what you should be focusing on. Yesterday, I did a career exploration with a 17-year-old, and his family, extended family and peer group are pushing him to engineering. He's not actually interested in engineering in the slightest. So we ended up with the career exploration and looked at his preferred behaviors. And now he's got some homework to do. And then we'll talk again next week in order to help him embark on his career journey.
Exactly. That's what people want actually right now, because they actually, maybe it is inside them, but they haven't figured it out. And it takes like years for you to figure out. Even maybe you will try something and then you'll just change your mind 2 years later that you're interested in something else. So it is very,
So we're running out of time. Taim,
sure.
thank you again
very interesting
for joining us today and for sharing your experience with our audience. You have been a great sport, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors. Take care, stay safe, and until we connect again, shukran and masalama.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.